Life can be a wild ride, can't it? It tosses us into the stormy seas of stress and uncertainty more often than we'd like. But amidst the chaos, there's an anchor of wisdom that can keep us steady, the Stoic philosophy. Picture this video as your personal lifeboat, guiding you through the turbulent waters of stress with the wisdom of ancient philosophers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius. Let's face it, stress is an inescapable part of life. Whether it's looming deadlines, financial troubles, or personal crises, stress has a knack for creeping into our lives like an uninvited guest. But what if I told you that there's a time-tested way to navigate these choppy waters with grace and resilience? That's where Stoicism comes in.
One hell of a ride.
The Stoics were a group of ancient philosophers who believed in the power of reason and self-control as the path to true happiness. They recognized that while we can't control external events, we have absolute control over our reactions to them.
Stay calm! Stay calm!
They will explore how Stoic principles can be your life raft in turbulent times, keeping you calm and collected when the world seems to be spiraling out of control. Chapter 1. The Serenity of Acceptance. The chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Epictetus. Imagine this scenario. You've meticulously planned a picnic with friends, and on the big day it rains cats and dogs. Your plans are ruined, your mood is crushed, and you're on the brink of a meltdown.
No.
But here's where Epictetus steps in. He reminds us that much of our suffering arises from our inability to distinguish between what we can and cannot control.
It's raining! It's raining!
In this case, the weather is out of your hands. It's beyond your control. What you can control, however, is your response. Instead of dwelling on the unchangeable, Stoicism suggests accepting the situation for what it is and adapting. Maybe you opt for an indoor picnic, or you reschedule the outing. By accepting the uncontrollable and focusing on what you can change, you regain a sense of power and peace in the face of adversity.
Peace.
Chapter 2. The Power of Perception. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Seneca. Have you ever noticed how your mind has a knack for turning minor inconveniences into major catastrophes?
Doomed.
You're not alone. Seneca, another heavyweight Stoic, reminds us that much of our suffering occurs not because of external events, but because of our perception of them. Think about a time when you made a mistake at work and it felt like the end of the world. You envisioned your career crumbling, your reputation tarnished, and doom lurking around the corner. But in reality, it was a blip on the radar. Seneca encourages us to confront our irrational fears and anxieties and to recognize that they often exist solely in our minds. By adjusting our perception of events, we can significantly reduce our stress levels,
Relax.
and maintain our composure in the face of adversity.
And I'd like you to maintain your composure.
Chapter 3. The Art of Adversity. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. Marcus Aurelius. Life is seldom a graceful waltz. It's more like an unpredictable wrestling match. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, knew this better than most. He recognized that we face challenges and setbacks at every turn, and the key to maintaining our calm is to approach these challenges as opportunities for growth.
Exponential growth.
Think of a time when you faced a significant setback. It could be a job loss, a failed relationship, or a health issue. Instead of letting it drag you down, Marcus Aurelius would encourage you to see it as a chance to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient.
Resilience and adaptability.
It's in the arena of adversity that our character is tested and refined. By adopting this Stoic perspective, you can transform setbacks into stepping stones on your path to personal development.
Development!
Chapter 4. The Elixir of Contentment. If you want to improve, be content to appear clueless or stupid in extraneous matters. Epictetus. We live in a world that often values appearances over substance, where the fear of looking foolish can paralyze us. But Epictetus flips the script on this societal pressure. He reminds us that the pursuit of improvement requires humility and a willingness to accept our ignorance in certain areas.
So naive, so ignorant.
Consider a scenario where you're in a meeting and a topic comes up that you're not familiar with. Instead of pretending to be an expert or staying silent out of fear, Epictetus would encourage you to embrace your ignorance. By doing so, you open yourself up to learning and growth. You free yourself from the anxiety of needing to have all the answers.
I have no answer.
And in doing so, you cultivate contentment in the midst of uncertainty.
The uncertainty principle.
Chapter 5. The Stoic Toolbox. So how can you apply these Stoic principles to your life today? Here's a practical toolbox to keep you calm in stressful situations.
No worries, I got this.
You sure?
1. The pause button. When faced with a stressful situation, take a deep breath and pause. Ask yourself, what can I control in this situation and what can't I? This simple act of reflection can prevent knee-jerk reactions and allow you to respond with greater wisdom.
Wise man.
You are wise.
2. Perception. Check. Challenge your initial perceptions of a situation. Are you catastrophizing? Are your fears grounded in reality, or are they products of your imagination? By questioning your perceptions, you can often diffuse stress at its source.
You're stressed.
You're stressed.
3. The growth mindset. Embrace adversity as an opportunity for growth. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, see them as stepping stones to becoming the best version of yourself. This shift in mindset can turn obstacles into catalysts for personal development.
There needs to be a catalyst.
Bring it on.
4. The freedom of humility. Don't be afraid to admit when you don't know something. Embrace your limitations and be open to learning. By doing so, you free yourself from the need to appear infallible, leading to greater peace of mind. Conclusion. Anchoring your life in the stormy sea of life, Stoicism is your anchor, keeping you grounded and resilient. The wisdom of Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius isn't just ancient history, it's a timeless guide to navigating the challenges of our modern world. By accepting the uncontrollable, adjusting your perceptions, embracing adversity, and practicing humility, you can harness the power of Stoic principles to remain calm in even the most stressful situations. So, my friend, as you venture forth into the unpredictable waters of life, remember these words of wisdom from the Stoics. Let them be your guiding light, your steady hand on the tiller, and your source of calm in the face of any storm. The power to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience lies within you, waiting to be unlocked by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism.